she walking, kind of thing that happen often, more than just a little. I be shooting down the city, black the latest gears. When she where you see that sun in the air, fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. Just happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot is in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up. Yeah, my love tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. My body dripping. Because she got me lifted. My tripping. She's so. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Bears going up against the Packers. With that, we send you up to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis have the call. Gentlemen.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start.
Zone 26. Easy.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Pernell McPhee's a strong run-stuffing outside linebacker who's beginning to blossom as a pass rusher.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Watch it. 319. Flex.
And the wideout in motion. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
319.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Lamar Miller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carry for the rookie, Jordan Howard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Then here's a look at the starting offense. This is Howard on second down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Clinton Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Now Allen. Got a man, it's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Third down, still 14 yards left.
Let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed!
Allen. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Take it at the 37. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10. Now it's Miller. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
That's caught inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Crosby puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Shift together here from the D-line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Seven yards to go on second down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Get reset. Hey, easy. Green 18. Hey, flex. Green 18.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And an alley to run. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Packers. Lamar Miller, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Allen. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the face of him puts him down.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And now it's second down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
58.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Flush to his right. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. From the gun on third down, Rodgers flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Allen. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. To throw here on first down. And this one's incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Here we go. Green. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completion left side to Miller. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Brems's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
And now the Packers get set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw, it's Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. It'll go as a gain of 10 there, and it'll be a Green Bay first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Perry in there to sack him for a loss of 6. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Allen looks for White, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To go here on second down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it's third down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Caught by Nelson left side. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Here we go.
Now Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. So completion on second down, that brings up third. Short, it's Dixon, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them, but on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run with Miller. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Easy.
Now Rodgers. Surveying the field. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So the D-line's going to spread out. And he motions the wide receiver. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And Crosby puts it through. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on that last drive, Went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Let's go! Gone!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a Chicago first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Wright's got it. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Allen. On the left side, a catch by White. 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now Brenza will boom it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They'll run it again with Miller. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel.
Easy.
And the wideout in motion. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And complete on the right side to Bennett. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Miller, the lone setback.
Hurry up.
On first down, Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 5 yards to go.
Easy.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devon House. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Back to the air on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Let's go.
Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
They'll look to throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Here we go now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough starting field position here.
Renee 26. Hurry up, hurry up.
They begin with a run by Miller. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
Right.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed. Let it go now. Check. Green, 39. Green.
Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Now let's go.
Back to throw again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The lone setback is Langford. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got time. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Perry in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Green Bay, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.